Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. If you're new to our channel, welcome. Here at Mad About Skin, we're passionate about helping you to get the most out of your skincare. So if you haven't already, now's a fantastic time to click that link below, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, and you won't miss out on any of our amazing future content. If you're one of our regular subscribers, thank you very much, and you should already be aware of this series because today's video is going to form part of our 5 Best at the Drugstore series. Since this channel started, you guys begged me, commented, questioned and said we want affordable skincare that really works, and you were a bit lost as to which products were worth splurging and spending the extra on and which products you should stick to the basic price point because you're still going to get a fantastic result. And so I created this series which is the 5 best at the drugstore. We've already done the 5 best drugstore vitamin C, so if you haven't already, check that out. Also done a fantastic video on, let's blow my intro a bit, I think it's fantastic in that there's some amazing products that I wanted to share with you guys on the best products at the drugstore. And today we're going to hone it right in and we're going to talk about cleansers. Now, if you've been with us from the start, you'll know that I've always said you should not overpay on your cleansers. A cleanser should never cost more than $10. That's because it's a simple product. It doesn't need to be packed full of active ingredients because you're washing it on and you're taking it off. So what I thought I'd do is put my money where my mouth is and challenge myself. So all of the products in today's video are under $10. That's about £7.50 here in the UK. And I'm going to deliver 5 fantastic products that show no matter what your skin type, you can get a fantastic cleanse that doesn't break the bank. Now, I've got quite a bit to go through, so I thought I'd just basics of cleansing, I guess. First of all, you don't need to cleanse twice a day. This is total personal preference. Absolutely, you should be cleansing at the end of the day when you're taking off all the dirt, the oil, the makeup if you're wearing it, the SPF, just the grime and the general build-up over the day. So a really good deep cleanse on an evening is essential. When it comes to morning time, I personally don't cleanse in the morning. Now, the reason I don't do that is because overnight, all you're really accumulating is a little light sweating, which will often be washed off if you're having a shower. You don't need, in my view, a product to really help lift that. Your body also generates quite a few really good oils in your skin, which are protective and help build that skin barrier. I don't really want to upset that before I put all my other protective skincare on. I would say the morning is about protecting, the evening is about treating. So in the morning, you're looking to protect that skin, and I don't want to wash off all those fantastic oils which the body has created to protect itself and to protect the skin barrier. That is totally personal preference. I know a lot of people that wouldn't feel complete going out the door without a cleanser, so that's perfect cleanse, but I just wanted to get that out of the way first off. Second of all, any cleanser that you use should not contain alcohol. Doesn't matter whether you're oily, whether you're blocked, whether you're dry, your combination, doesn't matter what your skin type is, there's no place for alcohol in cleansers. And when I see that, it's just a cheap bulking agent. It does nothing. It makes your skin feel fresh, which is what people like, but it's just stripping the oils that I've just talked about from your skin and really actually doing more harm than good. So you don't want that. You also definitely don't want fragrance in any of your cleansing products. There's no need for it. You don't need that. A lot of people like a foaming cleanser. That surfactant quality often has like SLS, sodium lauryl sulfate, in there, which creates that foaming. We're quite conditioned to like the product to foam because that shows it's working in our minds. You don't need it to foam, but if you like a foaming cleanser, I have included one in here for you, so don't worry, you don't have to pause and choose a different video. There is something in here for you. But because you already got some of those harsh ingredients in, you don't need fragrance and colour on top of that, which are just going to dry and strip and possibly irritate the skin. So they're just like the basics of cleansing. Now, I could rabbit on and on and on about cleansing for hours, but to keep this video, 15 minutes or under really, we're going to take it right back and we're going to get straight into the recommendations. So I'm going to start with what I think is really a rare product in the skincare world, and that is a product which is applicable for every skin type. Now, you get lots of claims where a lot of companies put suitable for all skin types as a claim on their product. They're lying. There are very few products out there which are suitable for everyone's skin type, and I really wish that companies would do away with those sort of claims where they're not based on science, because it can be quite confusing for the consumer and lead you potentially to using the wrong product. Now, there is one product which is genuinely suitable for all skin types, and that is the Cetaphil Daily Cleanser. I'll put an image of it here. This product is gorgeous. It's perfectly formulated to be the right pH as your skin. That's not pH neutral, that is slightly acidic. Your skin is slightly acidic. You want to maintain that acid mantle on the skin, and this cleanser will do that. So it's not going to strip and neutralize the beneficial acids in the skin, which is absolutely fantastic. It is hydrating as a cleanser can be. I always say when a cleanser says it's hydrating, it's in comparison to other cleansers. Actually cleansing as a step will remove the oils and will remove some of the natural barrier in the skin. That's just the nature of rubbing and washing off. So it's never going to add moisture to the skin. That's why you do the rest of your skincare, but it can be a lot less stripping and drying as other cleansers, if that makes sense. And this one doesn't. It doesn't leave you feeling tight, it doesn't leave the skin uncomfortable, and it doesn't leave too much of a dryness. Obviously you still need to moisturize after, you still need to do your skincare, but as a cleanser, this one I think is one of the least drying. It's fragrance free, the pH is perfect for the skin, it's alcohol free, and it is just a great cleanser. Now if you go to any dermatologist, they will be recommending the Cetaphil or the CeraVe. Personal choice, I personally like Cetaphil better. Both of them are under $10, so really pay your money, you take your chance, choose the one you want. This I prefer because I prefer the texture of it. It's a foaming cleanser, is the CeraVe one, so it just depends on the texture that you like in your cleanser. So that's product number one. Number two is fantastic if you have oily skin, and that is the Neutrogena oil-free acne wash. I'll put a picture of it there. If you've got oily skin, it doesn't harm to add salicylic acid to your cleanser. That is the safe way of removing some of the debris, the sebum, the oil that's in the skin. I don't like to overuse salicylic acid because you run the risk of stripping the skin, but it's a wash on wash off product, so it's just going to be supercharging the salicylic acid, which hopefully you will have later on in your routine. This product is gorgeous. It is fragrance free. By its nature, it's slightly drying because it's got the salicylic acid in, and it is meant for oily, acneic skin, but it's not so drying like some of the Clearasil. If you remember those products, you just strip the skin and leave it feeling raw. It doesn't do that. It leaves the skin feeling soft and gentle and ready for the next steps. It's absolutely fantastic. I've said this before in other videos. I don't think Neutrogena gets a good enough reputation or a big enough shout out on the online community. I love the brand. This is a fantastic product, and if you've got oily or oily combination skin, this is going to be fantastic. It's non-comedogenic, so it's not going to clog your pores, and it's really going to just help prep the skin for all the hopefully fantastic skincare that you're going to follow it with. So that's the Neutrogena oil-free acne wash. Absolutely fantastic. Now, if you're the opposite end of the spectrum and you have dry skin, now there are very few cleansers which are appropriate for dry skin because they all say nourishing, they all say moisturising, but as I've just said, actually they're all just in relation to other cleansers, not going to dry your skin out as much. There will still be a drying element, it's the nature of the product. However, the Aveeno, gorgeous brand, really good moisturisers, really good at dealing with sensitive skin and helping to calm some of the sensitivity and the dryness that you get. Really good brand. I really rate them as a brand, but they have an absolutely ageless, nourishing cleanser. Now this is very much marketed at the mature skin, a word I absolutely hate, because what is mature skin? You can still be fabulous, look amazing, and have gorgeous skin at 60. You are not mature at 60. I hate it as a word, it's a catch-all. But what they're aiming at is that mature skin market as they see it. I actually think it's applicable for anyone with dry skin. You can have dry skin in your 20s. You know, in the winter, my skin can get very dry because of the change in humidity and the change in temperature outside. So forget the age element. Just focus on this product if you've got dry skin. Honestly, it is a gorgeous product. It is perfectly formulated pH-wise to make sure it balances the skin to the right pH. It's got some humectants in there which will help to keep the skin hydrated compared to other cleansers which will leave you a bit drier. It's a gorgeous consistency, it's alcohol free, it's got none of the nasties which can really dry your skin, such as sodium lauryl sulfate, alcohols, colorants, preservatives. It's reasonably clean in that respect, and I really like this product. If you've got combination to dry skin, again, it's still going to be fantastic because it is still non-comedogenic. Now, I wouldn't recommend it if you've got acneic skin because I do think it'll be a little bit rich for you, but if you've got combination skin, still a fantastic product, non-comedogenic and really good at trying to maintain minimize, shall we say, let's minimize the moisture loss from the skin as a result of a cleanse. So absolutely gorgeous, fully recommend that product. Now, all of those are products which I think tackle, should we say, different specific skin types and different specific concerns. If you are sensitive, because I'm hoping, we've got quite a few sensitive skin followers on here, and you guys are going to say what's suitable for me. Actually, do you know what? I would personally go to the Cetaphil, which is the first one I recommended, and I would use it once a day, just on an evening. I wouldn't, if I was sensitive skinned, I would not be moisturised. I would not be cleansing on a morning. I just think it's stripping and it's an unnecessary load of ingredients onto your skin that you don't need. So I strip it right back and go for the Cetaphil. So that's for people that are sensitive skin and just cleanse once a day. Now, I've got two others which are actually, I've left to last, not for any specific reason other than these are the two that I personally use. The Ordinary Squarlane cleanser. Now, if you've watched any of my videos, you know I rave about this product. I love it, I love it, I love it. It is, again, under $10. It's, here in the UK, it's about £5, so probably about $7, $8. Really cheap. You get a load of product in here. Squarlane is fantastic for just, it emulsifies, turns into an oil. So the oil, as it warms up, it turns into an oil formulation to really draw out some of the impurities in that oil. Then it emulsifies down to a milk, washes off. Gorgeous. It doesn't leave any trace. Now, none of these products leave a trace on the skin, and I think that's really important, because if you've got a trace of something on your skin, you can feel it. The rest of your skincare isn't going to penetrate as well, so you don't want it to leave a trace of anything in your cleanser. So all of these wash off beautifully. This, I just think, is a gold standard product. I don't know why, really, anybody, unless you're treating a specific issue, which I've gone through with those previous, I just think this is a catch-all and everybody should have this in their routine. I don't know why anyone would go to another cleanser. It's cheap, it does what it says, it gets the grime off, it doesn't leave you too dry, and it's a fantastic product. It's unfragranced, it's alcohol-free, and it's pH balanced. Win, win, win. So if you haven't checked it out already, I would definitely check out the Ordinary Squarlane cleanser. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous formulation. It is my go-to cleanser. Now, the final one, this is the fifth recommendation, is going to be a little controversial, and some of you might come for me. I don't care. Do you know what? I'm going to include it because I think it is absolutely fantastic. There are those people out there who are quick and want a quick cleanse and a quick wipe down. Now, Bioderma Micellar water. Is it as effective as all of the other ones I've just listed? No, probably not. The others, if you use them right, will get off 99% of the dirt, the debris, the makeup. Micellar water is probably going to get off 85 to 90%, so it's still really good. The reason I'm including it is because there are those people out there that do like to use a water-based cleanser. They do like the feeling of the micellar water. It's fresh, it doesn't feel like it's too heavy on the skin, and do want that quick wipe and go. And this is fantastic. It's great for cleansing what I class as midday cleanse. You come out of the gym, you're sweaty, the bacteria is all over, and you want to get that off the skin. Put this in your wash bag. Fantastic. I know we're all self-isolating, so the gym is a distant memory. But when we get back to the gym, have this in your wash bag. It's fantastic for just wiping down the skin after a workout. It is really, really good at getting off makeup, particularly stubborn eye makeup. I think it's fantastic. I personally would use it as part of a double cleanse with one of the other products that I've recommended. So start with this and then use one of the other products. But if you want to use it on your own, I'm not going to judge you. It's personal preference. It's what you have time and budget for. This is the thing about skincare. It's what you have time and budget for in your day. And I think that Bioderma is the best of the micellar waters and is absolutely gorgeous. Now, I've got a bit over animated. This is how much I love it, and now it's all frothed up. So I'll leave that. Let's leave that be to calm down. But it is a gorgeous product, and honestly, you just need a cotton round, wipe it on, leave it on. If you've got heavy eye makeup, just leave the cotton round on for 10 seconds over the eye, and it just really melts it down and make it easier to get off, so you're tugging less at that delicate skin. But again, a gorgeous product for people that either want to do a double cleanse, so use that as your first step, and then move into one of the other cleansers, one of the other 4 cleansers I've mentioned, or you can use it on your own, and I won't judge you too much. So guys, that's cleansers. I'd love, love, love to know which ones you get. Now, this isn't the only cleansers. These aren't the only cleansers out there. I do like a bougie cleanser. I don't always practice what I preach. I say never spend more than $10 on a cleanser, and there's me loving the ceramic slip cleanser by Sunday Riley, which is £27 for about $35. So there are bougier cleansers out there. If you've got the money and you want to splurge on it, you do you. I'm not going to judge. The Sunday Riley is a gorgeous cleanser, but way out of the budget for drugstore. There are also some other really good drugstore cleansers. I just picked what I think are the 5 best to give you an idea of what's available, guys. There are some fantastic ones out there. And leave me a comment. Which ones do you use? Do you swear by one? I'd love to know. I'd also love to know CeraVe versus Cetaphil. What side do you sit on? I'm very much of the Cetaphil, but I think the majority of the online community tend to go for CeraVe. It's personal preference, but I'd love to know. Sound off in the comments below. Give this video a big thumbs up and head over to Instagram. We've got a fantastic giveaway going on at the moment. So head over to Instagram where you get all the details and you can win basically a bucket load of fantastic drugstore products, 15 of my favourite drugstore products that'll basically set your skincare routine for 2020. So far, 2020 has been, let's be honest, a bit of a write-off, so you might as well win something fabulous and start your skincare journey on point in 2020. Guys, I hope you're keeping safe and well and staying sane if you're self-isolating. Hopefully we bring a little bit of joy to the life, a little bit of fun and a little bit of information and entertainment at the same time. That's what we aim to do, and thank you so much for being on that journey with us. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers now. That sounds so weird to say, but honestly, so close. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button, help us out, and then you won't miss out on any of that amazing content, because I've got some other of these 5 drugstore. I'm going to be doing one on retinols, one on moisturizers, I'm going to do one on exfoliants, all things that don't break the bank, so you at the end can pull together a perfect skincare routine for your skin type for under $100 for 6 months worth of product. That's the claim at the end. Let's see if it stacks up. But guys, thanks for staying with us on this channel and on this fantastic journey. I love you lots and take care wherever you are. Bye.